Hello, 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 hello. Who's here? Sound check if you're here. Okay, one is know how I'm doing with sound and video quality. I'm doing this from the other room. I'm not too sure about Wi-Fi here. So just let me know how the video quality is. I think Wani looks like there's one other person or two other people. Say hello back. Say hello back. We're going to start exactly at 1 p.m. at the top of the hour. Thank you for joining Reset2Shred Live. Number 3 is day 21. Yay, 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 yay. We're rounding up Reset2Shred. And today I just want to do a debrief, chat a path forward, talk about all of that good stuff. I promise it will be quick. My hope is to do this in 30 minutes or less. I will be respectful of your time. Thank you for making the time to be here. All right, it's about 1 p.m. Please, Amazing Grace. That's Ango is joining us from Cameroon, from Boya. Thank you for being here. We're rounding up Reset2Shred, but if you did not participate, you're still free to join in. There's still a lot you can learn for being here. So thank you for joining. All right, I believe it's 1 p.m. So I'm going to go ahead now and start the presentation. Please do me a favor. If you can share the link on your social media handles, Facebook, WhatsApp status, that will be wonderful. Invite one or two other people to participate. I'll appreciate you. And as you join, please just say hello back. Tell us where you're joining us from and all of that good stuff. All right. So welcome. The agenda for today, feedback, and then we are going to talk about what happens from tomorrow, day 22 and beyond. So, and then I'll answer any questions and answers that you might have. So if you have questions, any questions that you might have, I'll leave answers. Leave the questions in the comment feed. I'm keeping an eye for them and I will answer. Hello, Joanna. Hello, Diana. Yeah, those are the other people that have said hello in the comment section. All right, so that's the agenda. And feel free to be generous with those thumbs up. They help me. All right, thank you. So feedback. How was it? How was it? I want to hear your experience. If you set intentions at the beginning, if you set goals at the beginning, did you meet your goals? What progress did you make? Please leave your answers in the comment section. I want to hear your experience. I want to hear about it. Did you meet your goals? What were your goals? Did you make any progress at all? I want to hear. What challenges did you have? Was it challenging? I know, it has to be challenging. That's why it's called a challenge. But I want to know about your particular challenges. What, like, big challenge? If they say your top 2 or your top 1, the first challenge, the biggest challenge, I want to hear about it. What challenges did you have? And lastly, I want feedback, how we can make this Reset2Shred challenge or experience better. Any suggestions for improvement, please? I want to hear all about suggestions for improvement, how Reset2Shred can be made better. So feedback that I want, how was it? How was your experience? Did you meet your goals? If not, why or what progress did you make towards your goals? And the challenges, like your top challenge, what was most challenging for you to practice and how we can make it better. So I'll go first. I'll share how it was for me. My intention for Reset2Shred was I wanted to lose weight. Yes, I had some lingering 5 pounds here and there that I wanted to drop. Don't judge me. I needed to drop, maybe half an inch off my waistline, something like that. As far as weight loss, I'm happy to report that I lost maybe 3.5 pounds. That is huge for my frame. Thank you very much. I lost about half an inch off of my waistline. The other thing that I wanted to see, which did not happen, I think I have boys around here, so sorry about that. But I wanted my reproductive health to be a little better. I'm just going to say that. So those were my, like, what I was tracking. And I can say I lost some weight and I lost some inches, which was good for me. As far as challenges, giving up coffee was the biggest challenge for me because I'm a huge caffeine junkie. But I did my best. I kind of tapered down, and then when it was time to do caffeine free, I really did caffeine free for 3 days, and I brought back coffee. Sorry, Ngwani, I didn't make you bring back coffee because I know that you wanted the sugar and not the coffee. But anyway, that was like a challenging thing for me. I'm just going to look in the comment section and see what you guys have to say. Ngwani says, it was great. I made great progress. Greatest challenge was cutting out Maggie. She reduced the quantity though. That's good. Ka says couldn't stay off Maggie cube. That is one big addiction. Our addiction to Maggie cubes. We're eating the Maggie and not the food. But I hope that subsequently, as we keep doing more Reset2Shreds, you keep stepping things down, and then you get to the point where you can actually go without Maggie cubes. Diana says fufu corn, getting down with fufu corn. Maggie too was a challenge. Very good. Oh, Joanna, video quality is not clear. Who else is not seeing me well? I don't know if it's just Joanna, but if the video quality, what did I touch? If the video quality is not clear for other people, please let me know. Wi-Fi can be challenging sometimes. People keep complaining about Maggie. Giving up coffee was challenging. I know. That's because caffeine is addictive. So giving up something that you're addicted to like that can be challenging. Maggie cube, as you can see, is also very addictive. That's why you find it difficult to let go. Whatever you struggle with the most is really where your work lies. I'll say that again. What was the most struggle for you is where your work lies. Okay. If you struggled with caffeine, it means caffeine has a handle on you. You need to work on that. If it was sugar, you really need to work on that beyond day 21. If it was the Maggie cube, keep an eye for how you can reduce Maggie or eat the things that don't need you to use Maggie cubes. Okay, just some things to think about. I'm seeing a couple of weight loss, which is good. Diana lost 4 pounds. Ngwani, quality is not clear. Yeah, that's because I'm in the room and maybe the Wi-Fi here is not the best. Oh my gosh. All right, we'll just have to make do with this. I don't think I can move from here. If it's really bad, let me know. If it's really bad, let me know. I might need to just move my laptop around. The Edoka says she did very well the first 2 weeks and lost 10 pounds, but second week was a struggle. Understandable. It's very difficult to do this with people around, family around, especially as women. We have to cook regular food for the other people and then, eat our own things. I know that can be tough to be smelling all of that stuff over here and then have to go and eat salads. That can be a struggle, especially when everyone is not doing the same thing. All right, lost some weight and inches, reproductive health. That's Joanna. All right, so keep leaving your feedback. Also, let me know about that video quality. If I need to move from here, I might want to move. I might have to move if the video quality is still really bad. All right, so day 22 and beyond, what happens beginning tomorrow? Do we just go back to eating all the things that we're eating? What happens? No, we're not just going to go back to coffee, sugar, meat, alcohol, all at the same time. If you do all of that, it will be a disaster. Remember, we were trying to clean house. We were trying to declutter, clean up our internal environment. And if you did this to whatever degree, you did some cleansing. So as of tomorrow, if you just bring back everything again, what have you done? It's like you cleaned your house and then you just kind of like, okay, let me just bring back all the clutter again. Don't do that. So re-entry, which is bringing back things. Remember, this is a 21-day thing, yes, but my hope was that you would learn some habits, some practices that you can continue to implement beyond day 21. And then if you did the reset the way that you were supposed to do it, which was take things out sequentially, gradually, every 3 days, then you can start reintroducing some of those things and then seeing how your body reacts as you bring them back in. That is like the best thing. If you did it well, you would have learned to be in tune with your body. So you start to introduce things back gradually, one at a time, 3 days at a time. Say you bring back coffee. You just bring back coffee. You don't bring back the rest of the things first. Okay, pick one thing, bring it back, observe how you feel. Remember that biofeedback. I asked you to track your hunger, your energy, your cravings, your sleep, your mood, those things. So you bring one thing back for then, see how your body reacts for 3 days, sleep, mood, hunger, energy, and cravings. And then if none of that changes, or if you're good, then you bring back another thing, gradually, one every 3 days. That's the best way to do re-entry. That way you can know for sure how you react, how your body, your particular biochemistry, your particular biology reacts to certain things. So please don't bring everything back at the same time. I already confessed to you that I brought back coffee, but coffee was the only thing that I kind of like brought back. Okay, I might add something else. I will probably add meat, next red meat, but you bring those things back gradually, and then you see how your body reacts to these things. All right, that is how you do re-entry. The other thing for day 22 and beyond is that you will create your own personal food code. Food code. By food code, what I mean is you will create boundaries. I'm hoping that because of this challenge, you've now seen that, okay, when I take this off, I drop weight. When I take this off, I'm less bloated. When I take this off, or when I implement this, I'm less hungry throughout the day. I experience less cravings. That was like, for me, one of the biggest things I wanted you to take away from this. Be in tune with your body and know how your body reacts to the food. Know what likes you back. Because people say, oh, I really love this, but does it love you back? I'm hoping that because of this challenge, you now can tell what you love that does not love you back, and you can tell what you love that loves you back. And if you choose to continue taking, okay, I'm breaking up. So I'm going to try to go somewhere else because I can't continue to break up. So I'm moving. Sorry, guys. Let me move to where the Wi-Fi is better. It's just there was a lot of noise. But since nobody can hear me, I'm moving. Sorry. That's why I wanted to do it here. Yeah. Can you guys move? Can you guys go somewhere? I'm sorry, people. I had to move to see if the sound quality will be better. Is it better? Please let me know. Nathan, please, can you guys turn off the TV over there? I'm sorry about that. I was doing this where there would be less interruptions, but the quality was really bad. Please let me know if the video and the sound is better because I moved. That's the problem with live streaming. Okay, thank you. All right, thank you so much. Oh, as I was saying, create boundaries around food. I'll tell you, I've already shared with, still breaking up. Somebody says better, some other person says still breaking up. That's the issue with Wi-Fi. So sorry about this. So you create that personal boundary with food. I'll share with you the boundary that I created for myself for alcohol. Okay, I like to drink wine, but I do not drink wine every day because if I do, I run into trouble real quick. So the personal boundary that I cannot also not drink wine for the rest of forever. So the personal boundary that I'm trying to look at the comment section. The personal boundary that I created for myself, my personal code for alcohol, is that I don't drink alcohol when I'm going to work the next day. So that excludes from Sundays evening to Thursday. Okay, if I'm going to work the next day, I don't drink alcohol. I don't drink alcohol all by myself. I have to have company. So that ensures that if I'm by myself, I don't drink alcohol. And I don't drink cheap alcohol. I don't drink cheap wine. Okay, so that's my personal code that I've created around alcohol to make sure that I can still enjoy alcohol and have my health. So that's the kind of personal code I'm asking for you to create with food. If it's sugar for you, create a personal code around sugar. What kind of sugar you will have, what when you have it and stuff like that, so that you can still have it and have your goals. You're trying to create a balance here. Okay, so number one was the re-entry I talked about. Number two was that you should create a personal food code. Okay. Oh, it's still breaking. Oh, I'm sorry about this. Maybe many people are on Wi-Fi in this house. Last time it worked well, but this time I locked out of Wi-Fi. Okay, I'm just looking at comments now. I'm feeling less guilt now. Similar boundaries around wine. Very good. Let me know if you have this food code that I'm talking about and what your food code is, or if you will be creating food code, a personal food code, and around what. For most people, it's sugar. For some, it's alcohol. Some is coffee, right? Carbohydrates. So those are some of the things that you can create boundaries, waistline, and have your health. All right. Oh, very good. All right. Now, the other thing I wanted to talk about was the daily practices. Remember, we had some daily practices. I want you to please do your best to continue with the daily practices. I'm talking about being able to drink water every day. Believe it or not, a lot of people, myself included, still struggle with getting 8 cups of water a day. Please continue to drink your water daily. The other daily practice that is going to be very important is the vegetable consumption. You should try to get your 1 pound of vegetables a day. If you keep up with that, it will be absolutely wonderful. And the other daily practice I want you to continue with is the protein, especially if you struggle with hunger, excess hunger, if you struggle with cravings. You want to be able to take your proteins for breakfast. If you take proteins earlier on in the day, then it will regulate your hunger and cravings throughout the day. For example, do not just have cereal for breakfast. That's all carbs and sugar. You'll find that you want to keep eating and keep eating and keep eating. And when I talk about breakfast, what I'm talking about here is your first meal of the day. If that first meal is at noon, fine. Make sure that you have a good amount of protein, a clean source of protein with that first meal. That way you're not hungry throughout the day. Okay. The last daily practice I want to recommend here is that you try to space your meals 3 or 4 hours between. I'm not talking about intermittent fasting here. I'm just talking about, going forward. So you're not eating throughout the day. You're not grazing throughout the day. When you eat, stop, wait for like 3 or 4 hours before you eat the next meal. Stop, wait for 3 or 4 hours before you eat the next meal. These are just some healthy practices that are going to help you maintain the results that you have seen or keep having the results. Okay. And remember, Reset2Shred is really not about deprivation. It is not about starvation. It is just using food to control your body, your health, your waistline, your weight, to manage all of that with real food. Nothing about pills or fat. Quinta said, instead I gained pounds. I will ask if you really follow the Reset2Shred as written. If you follow the carbs allowance stuff, you practice portion control, and you followed it the way that it was written, if you did that, I really doubt that you will gain weight, unless you were not eating. Or if you gain weight, maybe you were starving yourself before, which I doubt that was the case. But anyway, my question to you is, did you follow the Reset to Shred as written? If you can honor it, we can talk about that later on. All right. Okay. Now, we were doing intermittent fasting for the last 3 days of the reset. I want to encourage you to continue practicing intermittent fasting for the next 1 week at least. You can do 14 hours. It just means that you stop eating by, say, 7 p.m. and then you don't have breakfast again until after 9 a.m. the next day. That is perfect. Or if you want to extend it a little further, you can do 16-8, which just means that, it's 16 hours between dinner and the next meal the next day, right? So either that 14-10 or 16-8 routine, continue intermittent fasting for the next 1 week if you can. Why? Because if you follow Reset to Shred, you have healed your metabolism to a degree, or your metabolism is getting better. It is becoming flexible, which means that you will not even be feeling hungry the way that you used to. It means you can easily practice intermittent fasting because now you're able to burn fat for energy. Some call that ketogenic. It's not quite ketogenic, but when you have a flexible metabolism, it means you can burn sugar and fat. And if you did Reset to Shred, your metabolism became very flexible, which is why, you can wake up in the morning and just not be like starving. You can delay breakfast a little, if you did practice Reset to Shred right. So just continue with that momentum and do intermittent fasting again for the next at least 1 week. That's what I want to recommend. Okay. And then the other thing that I wanted to add was exercise. I know a lot of the ladies that I see here already exercise, which is wonderful. Exercise is extremely valuable to maintain weight loss. I'll say it again. Exercise will help you maintain or prevent weight gain. So whatever results that you have had with Reset to Shred, I want you to sustain that, to maintain that with exercise. If you have not been meeting your 4 days a week target at least, okay, 3, but let's make it 4, that you really exercise, please do that. It will help you maintain your results. Exercise at least 1 hour, 4 days a week. So we're shooting for 3 to 4 hours of exercise a week if you can. Vary it. Some days cardio, some days high intensity, some days strength, some days just a lot of walking. But if you have never done exercise before, I want you to start exercising. If you've been exercising already, I want you to continue and make sure that you're getting 3 to 4 days of exercise a week. If you're doing 4 days, maybe 45 minutes a session. If you're doing 3 days, 1 hour a session. We want at least, maybe 200 minutes or so, 250 minutes of exercise a week to sustain and maintain these results. Plus, exercise is just good for regulating so many other things. The comments have stopped coming in. I don't know if I'm being heard or not. Are we still here? Can somebody say something? Are we still here? Can I see some thumbs up? Dana, I didn't do my room. I beg. Can I see some thumbs up? Are we still here? Okay, very good. Thank you. All right. Wi-Fi is acting up on me today. I'm so sorry. So that's all I wanted to share with you, ladies. Like I said, I was trying to keep this at 30 minutes or less. That is re-entry. That is sustenance. That is maintenance. So please, I really want to hear from you again how we can make Reset to Shred better. Remember, it's once a quarter. So we did it in March. We're going to do it again in June. and then September, and then December. So once every quarter, we just clean house again for a few days. Like I said, if you didn't even score 70% with those daily practices, if you scored only 10%, that is 10% better than zero. So hopefully next time you know what to do, and it might be tweaked again based on suggestions that I get for improvements. It might be tweaked again. And so I hope that when it's offered the next time, you will join. You will tell other people about it. The more, the better. Please, I need feedback on how it went again and suggestions for improvement. So if you were in the Reset2Shred group and you want to leave suggestions there, I'll probably put out a poll so that I can make it better the next time. I hope you can take 2-3 minutes out of your time to just give me that feedback. I really count on it. Thank you so much for tuning in. I do appreciate you being here. I appreciate you participating in that Reset2Shred. Continue with the good habits that you learned along the way, whether it be meal prepping, your alcohol habits, your vegetables, water, all of that good stuff. If you ever not know what to do, you can always go back to that guidebook and just look through it again. You can pick one thing to like really focus on. And like that, we continue to make progress towards our health. It's never a one and done journey. Never mind, we did something for 21 days. It's never just about 21 days. We use that time to like push and focus. But beyond that, the lifestyle continues. It is a lifestyle. I am never about short-term results. It's never about that because we're doing this forever. It matters. It matters for disease prevention. It matters for aging well. Yes. It matters for maintaining that healthy weight for you. Healthy looks different for everybody. Healthy is dynamic. It changes. It changes for, as you grow older, as circumstances change, it changes. And so we always need to keep working at it and keep improving. And with that, I have come to the end of this Reset2Shred live. I see no more comments, just a bunch of thank you all too very much. Continue to love and care for that one and only you. Self-care is not optional. Self-care is non-negotiable. And self-care is actually doing the dirty work. It's doing the hard work every day, all right? So that we create a life that we want to live in. We create a body that we want to live in. We don't feel like we need to escape to go do life somewhere else. No, we can create it. And that's what self-care to me is. And that was Reset2Shred. Happy Palm Sunday. Happy Easter week coming up. And enjoy the rest of your day. I will catch you next time. Bye.